Hello to everyone. My name is Luis Carlos Nájera, and today we're gonna talk about functions for codewithcharlie.com. We need a quick review about what is a function. Maybe you do not know what it means, so I'm gonna quote the blog of a friend of mine. His name is Emmanuel, and he just made this post. Yeah, I will leave his blog in the comment section. And he said, when I think of functions in any programming language, I think of them as the reusable tools you use when making cookies. Why? Well, it's very easy because in this case, this is a function. This is the structure of function. What it means that is def of, okay, we're gonna see it right now. Def, you are defining it, right? Here, you are defining your function. This is the name, and those are the parameters that they expect. What I mean when I say parameters? Well, it's very easy. In this case, the name of this function is sum. What this is gonna do is gonna sum the first number with the second number with the third number. So he's expecting here the three numbers it's gonna add. Also here in upsub is for subtraction. It also expects three numbers, and they are gonna rest in here. So yeah, they're gonna decrease. The number 1 minus the number 2 minus the number 3. In this case, if the number 1 is 9 minus 3 minus 3, it's equal to 3. Yeah, because those two is like they add for subtracting, minus, minus, minus. Yeah, it's weird. Also multiplying, it also expects for three numbers, and those three numbers are n1, n2, and n3. Yeah, that's clear. And what it's gonna do here is gonna multiply. Here, we don't have a lot to worry about. Why? Because we can remember that one of the arithmetic rules are that the order of the products do not affect the result. So the result is gonna be the same, just like here, right? If you add 3 times 6 times 3, it's gonna be equal to 12. It doesn't matter where you put those numbers. If you put those numbers inside there and they're not negative, the result is always gonna be the same. But in this case, it's not the same, because like in this case, those two are gonna join to subtract here. So, well, let's not complicate a lot. It will happen something similar to subtraction here in the division, but I'm not here to give you a math lesson. I'm here to show you how to use functions. In this case, what this program is going to do, this program will perform any of the four arithmetic equations between three numbers. In this case, the plus, this plus sign is for addition, the less sign is for subtraction, this star over here is for multiplication, and that slash is for division. So let's begin. In this case, as it says here, OT stands for operation type. So it's expecting a chart with the symbol of the operation we are going to perform, right? Yeah. So let's work with it. In this case, we're going to see a little about it. I'm not going to explain them right now, but you should know how the function works in this way. The if is a conditional, and it's gonna happen if what is inside here is true. Everything inside here is gonna happen. If this is not true, it's gonna happen what is next. But I will explain you later in the next video or the next video. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about uploading it today also, so I'm gonna make it right now, finishing this. But well, in this case, OT stands for operation type, and it says introduce the operator of the operation you want to perform. Yeah, I know it sounds like a little redundant, but I didn't find any other way to say it. So yeah, in this case, this is gonna store our plus, minus, star, or slash. So well, what it says, okay, is in this case it says if the plus sign or the minus or the slash or the star is stored in OT, go and do what it's next. In this case, it's gonna say introduce the first number, the second, and the third number. Why it set it like this? Well, because we don't want if someone puts something invalid like a T or a number 4 or something, because it's not of our operands. If we don't put like this exclusion that only those will follow the process, we will have a problem later, and we don't want that to happen. So yeah, in this case, I will explain you that later, deeper. But today we're gonna learn about functions, as I just said. So here it is. In this case, what it says, if OT, if the operation type is equal to T, we need to remember that this equal is for comparison, and this equal over here works for definition. So if I put an equal here, I put a variable here, this variable is gonna assume the value that we're given it right here. I hope it's easy for you. So yeah, if it's addition, we're gonna put that O name. We're gonna see what is that next, but it's the operation name, so it's an addition because of plus, right? And the result is your O name. It's gonna print that O name in here. In this case, it's gonna print the addition name. Then it's gonna put an is as a char, and then it's gonna put the operation sub for subtraction because we are in a subtraction. Sorry, let me do it right here with the sum or with the addition. As you can see here, we are calling our function right here. Yeah, this is our function. What? But here we have no number 1 and number 2 and number 3. Yeah, I know. But I just say in the beginning that this shouldn't be equal. I didn't say that, but this shouldn't be equal. But what I say is the value they're expecting. While they are numbers, as we mark it up there, if they are numbers, they're gonna perform the same operations. Why we put this 0 and this 1 and this 2? Well, of course, because we are using lists, remember? Like video 4, I guess. I'm not sure. But okay, let's continue with it. As you can see here, I'm using an elif, the same as an if, but with an else. Is the thing that doesn't happen inside the first if the thing I want doesn't happen, go to a second elif. If the thing doesn't happen, go to a third elif. That way until you find an else that encloses all the other results. And after that else, the code will end. So yeah, I will explain you that later in a video. So we had here O name equal to subtraction. Yeah, klar. It's the same. Remember, O name. We're gonna print here that is a subtraction. Is, and here is again our function. That function now is the subtraction one. It's not the adding one because we are performing a subtraction operation. So as you see, it's exactly the same steps. Also for multiplication and division. This else, as I just said, this else is to close this is right here. If the value of OT is not equal to any of those operands, plus, minus, slash, or star, this is gonna be the message that is gonna print by default. So let's try it. Would you like to do it? Okay, so I'm gonna run my bash right here. I'm gonna do it here, and I'm gonna move later. So, sorry, we're gonna put here, change directory. Like this. Remember Python 3, and the name is M6 functions. I'm gonna save it one more time before, just to be sure, Well, you don't know. And we're gonna run it M6 functions just like that. Okay, we can see here the description, just what we got over here. Yeah. This program will perform any of the 4 arithmetic equations between 3 numbers. Plus for addition, minus for subtraction, and star for multiplication. You should know that right now. So the operation, we're going to try with plus. 2 plus 3 plus 4 is going to be equal to to 9, right? Yeah, we got it just like that. We're gonna run it again. Subtraction now. 9 minus 9, 3. 3, it's equal to 3, right? 9 minus 3, 6 minus 3, 3. Easy. Multiplication. No, sorry. Run it again. Multiplication. What we're gonna do with the multiplication? In this case, we're gonna put a 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, 100, right? 125. Sorry, I'm lost. And later, the division. 9. Sorry. Division. 9 over 3 is gonna be equal to 3, right? Over 2 is gonna be equal to 1.5. We got it. That's the way it works. As you can see here, the functions work that way. You define it at the beginning of your code. So every time you need it, you just call the function. You don't need to write those lines of code down here. You only say print the function. That's all the way. You can also assign a function to a variable. Instead of putting here print, you can put here the name of a variable equal to the function and the protocol of the function. It's gonna work the same way, and then you can print or you can play with the result in that variable. We're gonna see it later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Emmanuel, for letting me use your blog. You didn't let me, but you know, I like your explanation, so I'm using it. Remember, any doubt, just let me know. Sorry about changing my video method. In this case, I'm doing something more like interactive. I know. If you prefer to do for me to do a video that it's only about functions and only about that theme, let me know. I will change it. You got my mail, you got my Instagram, you got my Twitter. Just let me know. And also, one last thing. We're gonna run this way, so you can see that also works when we put a T. In this case, T is not a valid input, right? Invalid input. Try again. Why? Because T is not inside those 4 operands we're gonna work with. So yeah, I hope you like my video. If you got any comment from me, let me know. Bye bye.